does win an okay size pot. Want to remind you that we have a couple free rolls in store for you all watching. One takes place in about 25 minutes. So that means I'll give you the password to that free roll. It's a ggpoker.tv free roll. I'll give you that password in about 15 minutes and you could win three. You could win one of three $105 Battle of Malta event number 9 Bounty Poker Tour special seats.
We got a fun pot on table 2. Doug bet the turn about like 55-60%, and Daniel with the small like 20% pot lead.
Super small lead, the blockers lead of sorts, $800 on the river. Table number 1, sizable pot developing.
Yeah, I guess you're going to expect Doug to still be raising his King X and obviously his flushes. Whether or not he'd raise sets, not too sure. And Daniel quickly with the fold.
Polk leading on table 1 for about $9,600.
Things are getting pricey on table 1.
Absolutely. Negreanu makes the call. Biggest pot of the day, more than 32K in the middle. Negreanu with 24K behind. 7 of clubs on the river.
Yeah, typically at this point, it's probably going to be a shove or check. So we could be seeing our first stack off of the evening, nice and early. Hasn't even been 10 minutes.
Right.
There it is.
There it is. There's the shove from Polk.
No snap call, so at least it's going to be a decision.
Negreanu makes the call with kings, and kings are good. Daniel Negreanu looks up Polk there. Polk with just ace high, and Negreanu off to quite a start in session 7. So Negreanu tanking here, lays it down. 3 bets on table 1. Polk makes the call. King 10 5 2 hearts.
Finds the smaller sizing here.
Yeah.
Hits him with a quarter pot. Allows him to barrel more hands.
It's been a frequent size that Negreanu has used after 3-betting pre out of position, but this has not been as frequent throughout the challenge, I don't believe, but we've seen it now twice today. Polk raising flop after Negreanu makes that quarter size pot lead.
I can imagine this is probably a part of the game tree Daniel hasn't probably seen too often or looked at too often. So this is just going to probably make things pretty uncomfortable going forward if this is part of Polk's adjustments throughout the series.
Negreanu does make the call and checks the deuce of diamonds on the turn.
So many draws, so many combinations of things to draw to that almost every river can be in action as long as we don't get a 3 of clubs or something like that.
Right. There's a half pot bet by Polk, more than $10,000 on the turn.
If you're Daniel here, it'd be a good time to have kings.
How about the check shove and the snap call with the jack 10 of hearts, and Polk does not get there on the river. Negreanu's kings are best, and the terrific start to session 7 continues for Daniel Negreanu. That is thanks to today's session where he's won more than 150K at last count.
Daniel making good work of Doug so far. We got a 3-bet pot to kick things off. Daniel with the smaller flop size. Hitting him with the quarter. Oh, and we get a raise. This is going to be a scenario where I think both players do reasonably well. Daniel's 3-bet bluffs are going to do very well on this flop. Doug's calls of the 3-bets do pretty well. Both players. And we
all of it, and a snap call. Ace king of spades for Negreanu, and he gets there on the river with the 10 of spades.
Oh, what a pot! And the ha emoji, perhaps a come on emoji as well on top of that. Daniel